As white, black, and Indian.
Mixed.
What are you mixed with?
Black and white.
African American.
When someone asks me, I just submit to Caucasian.
Black.
I'm for real black and Indian. Like, this is not like some black and Indian. Like, I'm really black and Indian.
I tend to identify myself as biracial, but that's only when I refer to others. I honestly don't really think
I identify as black and white, multiracial.
Oh, because of the way I act.
I don't really know.
I guess the most difficult is the categorizing of forms of saying what race you are.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess because, you know, if you're raised a certain color, if you are a color and you're raised in a family of one color and your friends and your family and your network is all of one color, perhaps they're curious as to why you're drawn to a different color. But I don't know why it would be of any interest one way or the other.
I guess it's because it used to be wrong. People used to take offense to it with racism and, you know, slavery from black and white, and then even with Asians immigrating. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they possibly see it as a learning experience. Like, they want to understand multiple cultures.
Because it's out of the ordinary. It doesn't really fall into one category. So they're trying to figure out, like, oh, well, what are you? Because you don't really look like one of anything.
I think it'd be the same reason I'm curious about other people's backgrounds. It's a conversation starter. It's race and skin color are just something that you have and it's inherent to you. It's something someone can't take away from you, so it's therefore a strong part of you, even if it's got no cultural perception. Even if you don't attach like a cultural stigma or whatever to it, it's something that's very strongly part of who you are. So it's therefore nice to know something about that other person. Feels like you're getting a little bit closer to them by asking about it.
I feel like people are curious about my background just because it's still kind of a taboo. It used to be that there was no such thing as interracial marriage. It wasn't allowed. And so now that it's allowed, people are more interested in how the kids grow up. Do they act more black, act more white, or whatever race they're mixed with, they try to figure out what they act like. And I feel like that's a cultural misconception that people act like a certain race. There's no such thing. You like the music you like the people you like. It has nothing to do with your race. It's just biological.
Well, stereotypes is said that one or the other is either not as good looking as the other, or that the most interracial children are pretty, or stuff like that, permanent tan.
Again, an outside, this is actually a boyfriend or a girlfriend of a family member said that men who date white women are afraid of strong women, which I was particularly offensive to that because I'm a strong woman. Other than that, I've heard that black women say it's unfair for black men to date white women because that they get when they do well for themselves as far as their job, or you know they're doing well, that they go and marry a white woman instead of, there's plenty of black women to choose from. But again, that's their stereotypes. It's not my stereotype. I think we're all people, whether we're whatever our jobs are, whatever our upbringing is, we are all people. In the
I've heard positive things and negative things. I know some people just talk about good hair comes from being mixed or light skin because that's favorable. But I guess older generations are more negative about it than younger people.
Confused, passing, picking one side or the other. Even on the, I guess, physical appearance side, good hair, nice skin, complexion, pretty.
Some stereotypes I've heard about multiracial people is you're confused, you're crazy, you don't know if you want to act black or white or whatever race you're mixed with. I've even heard you're a bastard child. So there's a lot of stereotypes out there. Also, there are positive stereotypes like you're pretty and you have great hair. But I feel like that the positive doesn't outweigh the negative. The negative is important to realize because those stereotypes show that the American society isn't accepting completely, because those stereotypes wouldn't be there if they were going to embrace our multiracial background.
As a friend, and not as like evil, like a good person, like good citizen.
Just as me, like, honestly, I just want them to see me, like, without thinking about the race. Not in a bad way, I just want them to see me first instead of seeing, like, the half black, half white guy or some biracial guy with his, like, own set of values or perceptions based on race.
I want people to see me for a person, a female who's striving to do her part in society. I don't want to be seen as just a girl who's a product of two different races.